Do you ever feel overwhelmed by worry? Life throws a lot our way. We experience unexpected challenges, we face disappointments, it's easy to get caught up in anxieties, we fixate on things outside our control. The news bombards us with negativity, social media often amplifies our anxieties, but what if there was a better way? What if we could face life's uncertainties with more calm and resilience? The ancient philosophy of Stoicism offers a powerful framework. It helps us regain control. This control comes from within. By focusing on what we can control, we gain a sense of peace. This video will explore the Stoic art of letting go. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about understanding and redirecting them. It's about choosing where we focus our energy. The Stoics believe that true happiness doesn't come from external circumstances. It comes from within. Stoicism encourages us to accept what we can't control. It empowers us to act on what we can. Imagine facing a challenge with a calm and clear mind. Imagine approaching difficulties as opportunities for growth. That's the power of Stoicism. This video is your guide to unlocking that power. We'll explore practical techniques. You'll learn how to identify what's truly within your control. We'll discuss how to let go of what's not. Get ready to embark on a journey toward greater peace of mind. Let's dive in. Welcome back. Let's dive into the heart of Stoic philosophy, the dichotomy of control. This powerful concept is key to understanding how to let go of worry and embrace a more tranquil life. The Stoics believe that wisdom begins with recognizing a fundamental truth. We can divide everything in life into two distinct categories: things we can control and things we cannot. This realization is the foundation of Stoic peace. When we clearly see this division, we can focus our energy where it truly matters. We can stop wasting precious mental and emotional resources on things beyond our influence. Instead, we can channel our efforts into what we can directly impact. This might sound simple, but in the chaos of daily life, we often lose sight of this fundamental truth. The Stoics urge us to step back. By consciously recognizing the dichotomy of control, we take the first step toward greater serenity. Section 2. Your internal domain: thoughts, actions, and responses. The Stoics identified three primary areas under our control: our thoughts, actions, and responses. These are where our true power lies. We can choose how we think about situations. We can decide how we act in the face of challenges. We can control our emotional responses. This doesn't mean we can control the world, but we can choose how we respond to challenges. Section 3. External illusions: recognizing what's beyond our grasp. Now let's talk about what we cannot control. This category encompasses everything outside of our internal domain: the weather, the opinions of others, the past, the future, and even our own bodies to a certain extent. These are the things that often consume our thoughts and fuel our anxieties. The Stoics recognized that worrying about things we cannot control is futile. It's like trying to stop the tide from coming in. It's a waste of energy. It leads to unnecessary stress and suffering. This doesn't mean we should be passive or indifferent. It simply means that we should accept what we cannot change and focus on what we can influence. By recognizing the illusion of control over external factors, we free ourselves to focus on what truly matters. We empower ourselves to live with greater acceptance and peace. Section 1. Freedom from unnecessary burdens. Imagine for a moment living with a lighter heart. Imagine facing each day with less worry and more peace of mind. This is the promise of embracing the dichotomy of control. When we let go of the things we can't control, we free ourselves from unnecessary burdens. We create space for greater joy and tranquility in our lives. Think about the weight of constantly worrying about things beyond your control. It's like carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks. It slows you down. It drains your energy. The dichotomy of control helps us unpack those rocks. When we accept that we cannot control the opinions of others, we free ourselves from the need for constant approval. Section 2. Cultivating inner peace and resilience. The dichotomy of control is more than just a mental exercise, it's a practice that can profoundly transform our experience of life. By internalizing this principle, we develop greater resilience in the face of challenges. We cultivate a deep sense of inner peace that doesn't depend on external circumstances. Life is full of ups and downs. We experience inevitable setbacks and disappointments. But when we focus on what we can control, we empower ourselves to navigate these challenges with grace and determination. Consider the example of a Stoic archer. The archer focuses on what they can control: their stance, their aim, their release. They understand that they cannot control the wind or other external factors that might influence the arrow's flight. By focusing on the process, on what they can control, the archer finds peace. Section 3. Shifting from worry to action. The dichotomy of control isn't about becoming passive or resigned, it's about channeling our energy effectively. It's about shifting from worry to action. When we recognize what we can control, we can focus our efforts where they truly matter. We can take responsibility for our thoughts, actions, and responses to the world around us. Instead of worrying about a potential problem, we can create a plan to address it. Instead of dwelling on a past mistake, we can learn from it and move forward. When we focus on what we can control, we cultivate a more positive and proactive mindset. We begin to approach life with a sense of purpose and direction. Section 4. Embracing the present moment. The dichotomy of control naturally leads us to a greater appreciation for the present moment. When we let go of worry about the past and the future, we free ourselves to fully experience the here and now. We can savor the simple joys of life and find contentment in the midst of uncertainty. The Stoics understood that the present moment is all we truly have. By embracing the present, we step out of the endless cycle of worry and regret. We find peace in the unfolding of life, moment by moment. Now that we've explored the transformative power of the dichotomy of control, let's dive into some practical tips for integrating this wisdom into your daily life. The first step is to become aware of what you can and cannot control. A helpful exercise is to visualize a circle. This circle represents your sphere of influence. Inside this circle, write down the things you have direct control over. These include your thoughts, your actions, your words, and your responses to external events. Outside the circle, list the things that fall outside your control. This simple visualization can be incredibly powerful. When you find yourself worrying about something outside your circle, gently guide your attention back to what you can control. One of the most effective ways to incorporate Stoic principles into your life is to establish a morning routine that sets a positive and proactive tone for the day ahead. Start your day with a few moments of quiet reflection. Remind yourself of the dichotomy of control. Visualize your circle of control. Set an intention for the day. Choose a Stoic virtue you want to focus on, such as wisdom, justice, courage, or temperance. How can you embody this virtue in your thoughts, actions, and interactions with others throughout the day? By setting a clear intention, you prime your mind to approach the day with greater awareness and purpose. Life is full of challenges. It's inevitable that we will face setbacks, disappointments, and unexpected obstacles. The Stoics viewed challenges not as roadblocks but as opportunities for growth and learning. Instead of viewing a difficult situation as something to fear or avoid, try reframing it as an opportunity to practice your Stoic virtues. When you approach challenges with this mindset, you transform obstacles into stepping stones on your path to growth. Embrace the Stoic belief that even in the midst of difficulty there is always something to be learned, something to be gained. Practicing acceptance, finding peace in the unfolding of life. The Stoic art of letting go ultimately leads us to a place of greater acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or apathy. It means acknowledging what we cannot control with a calm and peaceful mind. It means embracing the present moment without dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Practice finding moments of peace throughout your day. Remember, the path to inner peace is not about avoiding life's challenges, but about facing them with courage, wisdom, and a willingness to accept what is beyond our control. One of the most powerful examples of Stoic philosophy in action comes from the life of Epictetus, a former slave who became one of the most influential Stoic philosophers of all time. Born into slavery in ancient Rome, Epictetus endured immense hardship in his early life. Despite these horrific experiences, Epictetus never lost sight of his inner freedom. He understood that while he couldn't control his external circumstances, he could control his thoughts and his responses to suffering. Epictetus focused on what he could control: his mind, his will to endure, and his commitment to living a virtuous life. Eventually he gained his freedom and went on to become a renowned teacher, sharing his wisdom with those seeking a path to inner peace. Epictetus's life serves as a testament to the transformative power of Stoicism. Another compelling example of Stoic resilience can be found in the life of James Stockdale, a United States Navy vice admiral who endured 7.5 years as a prisoner of war in North Vietnam. Shot down during a bombing mission, Stockdale was captured and subjected to brutal torture and inhumane conditions. Confined to a small cell, isolated from the outside world, and facing constant physical and psychological torment, Stockdale could have easily succumbed to despair. Instead, he drew strength from his understanding of Stoic philosophy. He recognized that he couldn't control the actions of his captors or the horrific conditions of his imprisonment. However, he could control his own thoughts, his responses to suffering, and his commitment to maintaining his integrity. Stockdale's story is a testament to the indomitable spirit that Stoicism can cultivate, showcasing the power of human resilience even in the face of unimaginable adversity. The principles of Stoicism aren't relegated to the pages of ancient texts or the lives of historical figures. They are just as relevant and applicable in our modern world, offering a powerful antidote to the anxieties and uncertainties of contemporary life. Today, people from all walks of life are turning to Stoicism as a practical philosophy for navigating the challenges of the 21st century. From CEOs and entrepreneurs to artists and athletes, individuals are finding solace and strength in the Stoic principles of acceptance, resilience, and living in accordance with nature. They are using Stoic practices like mindfulness, journaling, and negative visualization to cultivate greater peace of mind, improve their decision-making abilities, and live more fulfilling and meaningful lives. The beauty of Stoicism lies in its simplicity and its universality. It doesn't require any special rituals, beliefs, or affiliations. It's a philosophy open to anyone willing to embrace its core principles and apply them to their own lives. The Stoic art of letting go is about recognizing what we can and cannot control. Focus your energy where it truly matters. Approach life's challenges with courage and acceptance. The Stoic journey is about self-discovery and growth. Cultivate a mindset of acceptance and inner peace. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe for more on Stoicism. Throughout this video, we've journeyed together into the heart of Stoic philosophy, exploring the liberating power of letting go. We've uncovered the wisdom of the dichotomy of control, a principle that urges us to distinguish between what we can influence and what lies beyond our grasp. Remember that circle we visualized earlier? Keep that image in mind as you navigate the complexities of life. Remember, letting go in the Stoic sense is not about apathy or resignation. It's about actively focusing our precious energy on what truly matters: our thoughts, our actions, our responses to whatever life throws our way. It's about accepting with grace the things we cannot change, while courageously taking charge of what we can. Think of the Stoic archer once more. The archer focuses on their technique, their training, their inner state of readiness. They accept that the wind may blow, the target may be distant, but their focus remains on what they can control. This is the heart of Stoicism, finding serenity and strength in the midst of uncertainty. Embrace the daily practice of identifying your circle of control. Use a Stoic morning routine to set your intentions. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow in resilience. This is the path to true freedom and lasting peace. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found this valuable, please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, may you find peace and joy on your journey.